want to talk to you all today about courage. If you don't have God in your life, you're not going to develop courage. Having courage is making a statement all type of ways, but it's with love. It's a difference in having courage, in a bad way, and then having courage in righteousness with love. It's a difference. If you see a couple of dudes over here, or females, and one of them putting this man, go over there and shoot such and such. Go shoot that person. I'm going to give you the gun. Go over there and do it. And then, man, you ain't got the courage to do it, man. You ain't going to even do it. Man, it's going to take courage to go over there and pop them or whatever. Sad to say this example, but it's real. This is real life, right? So, little Timmy say, okay, cool then. I'm going on and do it. Boom! And then come back, everybody drinking and celebrating. And, yeah, man, the Timmy had the courage, man. That's what it's going to take. Courage. You got to have courage. What? Courage to kill somebody? Like, for what? What was the point of you doing what you did? Yeah, God, had people in the Bible days, in the ancient, biblical days, to go to war, and it took courage. Deborah was a prime example. Solomon, David, these people had courage to go to war. God appointed that. God approved that. I'm not talking about courage to just do wrong, to just do folk wrong. I'm not talking about that type of evil courage. I'm going to, let you all know the difference in what type of courage you need to have in order to live, in order to go to sleep at night, in order to be able to walk upright with your head held high, because God got you, to stand firm, stand your ground in faith, not in a satanic way. It's a difference, folk. I was reading a few scriptures, but I came across this one. 1 Corinthians 16, verse 14, and we can go back up to 13. Be on your guard. This is 13th verse. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. 14. One simple line. Do everything in love. See, we're not talking about the courage that people have to be despiteful towards another person because they don't like them. I got the courage to cut this person hours. I got the courage to cheat on my wife or my husband. I got the courage to go over here and rob and shoot this elderly person because, I'm a gangster or I'm a thug and I've been having hard times in life, so I feel like just murdering somebody because I don't care no more. Not that type of courage, people. Like, if you going through some things in life and it's costing your time, your mind, money, stand up. Stand firm and be courageous about what's right. Go pray. Go pray about it. Wait on the Lord to give you the signal. And along with that is going to come courage. So you can stand firm and do what you need to do. The next person may not understand why you took that type of courage to do it. The next person may not understand why you took the courage to even ask that or say that. But you know. And it's all done in love. Like an example. If you in a situation where you don't want to work You know what I'm saying? And you don't like your manager, you don't like your coworkers, you don't like the job, and everybody go through that in life where they don't like somebody, they don't like the job and all that. It's probably a handful in the globe. You know what I'm saying? That somebody would just love to just be at work and just can enjoy being around everybody. But see, here it is in this world today, like it was yesterday. If you are a servant of the Lord, it's going to be a little difficult for you to get along with people because you are not of this world no more. But yet God got you out here to help provide your needs and also to do his will by teaching his word, preaching his word, warning people, helping people. That's where the challenge come in at. So as a servant of God, it's not about so much about you not liking or getting along with people. You're not going to get along with no one of this world if they don't have Yahweh in their life. Period. So the courage is what I'm finna explain is, say for instance, someone don't like being at work and they don't like this person. I'm not coming in tomorrow because if that person gonna be there, I'm just not gonna come. I'm not gonna call. I'm not gonna show up. I'm not gonna answer my phone. I'm not coming. And you feel that's courage to do that because you don't like somebody, so you're going to try to get back at that person by not showing up. That's not cool because that's of Satan. You didn't do that in love. You did that out of hate. So now you're going to mess up your blessing because God just put his judgment on you because you did that wrong, right? So we're not talking about that type of courage. No. If you have a problem with your coworkers or your manager or whoever, and we talking about work specifically, and you don't want to be there or whatever, no, what you do is make a phone call, let the supervisor know, or if it's the supervisor you don't get along with or something going on, go over the supervisor head and make it be a notice, or you can still let the supervisor know, look, I'm not going to be able to work with you no more. And see, when you do that, you're a person of integrity and you're a person of faith. You being honest, you being straightforward, you giving a heads up, you nipping it in the bud, and you keeping faith in God on not worrying about the reaction or the outcome of what the supervisor may think of you or what may say, well, you don't want to work, well, you can't work no more. You're not worrying about that. And that's why people do things the way they do. That's why they lie about not wanting to work and come in, because they're afraid of being honest. And they're afraid the repercussions of being honest. A lot of people like to lie about why they don't want to do things in life. But all you doing is going to end up eventually reaping what you sow. So if you have a problem with not coming in to work and you don't want to come in, just tell the supervisor or coworker or whatever, look, I can't come in because I can't work with this person. I don't feel comfortable working with this person, so I'm not going to be able to do it. Meetings, talkings, hey, maybe we can do that, but I'm just letting you know, right about now, I'm gonna end up being caused to stumble. This person's gonna cause me to stumble. I'm gonna mess up, and God is judging me. God is watching me, and I want to be careful with my Lord, and I want to be careful how I may react towards others. So it's best that I do not come in today, or come in tomorrow, or whenever I'm scheduled to work with this person. Let them know, because when you be honest and God see that, He will make a way. He will make a way. And then you're on that problem. You're talking about the problem. You're in hopes of getting the problem resolved. You're not beating around the bush and the problem's still laying there. The problem's still there. You're not going under the problem. You're not going over the problem. You're not going around the problem with all these lies and playing games and all this because you know you have a problem. Try to resolve it by just being straightforward and don't worry about the outcome. The courage is saying, look, if I can't work this day or that day to get out of work on this day with this person, then I don't know what to tell you. I may have to just find somewhere or just start looking and then let them know, look, this is the reason why I'm not going to be able to continue to work. I have a problem and I got to go. That's courage. Not having courage is just constantly putting up with the problem, knowing you're not happy. You come to work dreadful. You're anxious all the time. You're walking on eggshells. You're dragging. You got headaches. You can't sleep at night. You're complaining. You're complaining. You're complaining. But don't have the courage to resolve the issue. You're complaining. You're complaining. You're complaining. But don't have the guts, the time. You're not motivated enough to go fast something else. It takes godly courage. It takes godly wisdom, folk, to live in a peaceful way. It just takes that to live a peaceful life. If you're not willing to pause for the cause and you think you got everything figured out, you're going to get stuck and you're not going to know which way to go, which way to turn, who to turn to. You're going to keep coming to the same people about your problems but never get anything resolved because they're not the answer. You're going to be going all over here again trying to get the answers, and then when the truth hits you, you're still not going bad anyway. So what you keep looking for and he just want to hear it, but you're not going to exercise it to resolve the problem. All this takes courage. It takes faith. You have to step out on faith. You have to be courageous and make moves. And a lot of people don't want to pray because they're ashamed. A lot of people don't want to go to God because they feel like they a punk. Somebody made a rap song years ago about, you a punk, you scared, that's why you go to church. If you pray, you go to God, that means you a punk, you scary. You scary if you go to church, you scary if you believe in God. Some stupid rap singer back a few years ago. And this is what we're teaching people. Kanye West, he said, I ain't bowing down nobody. I ain't asked God to forgive. I ain't talking to Jesus to forgive me. We talking about, I ain't bowing down to nobody. See, that's that pride, self-seeking shenanigan. And that's people today. Still, they don't want to go to God because they don't want to feel like a punk. They don't want to go to God because they don't know what to say. Some people don't want to go to God because they don't want to stop doing what they're doing. Well, the outcome is going to always be what it is. It's going to stay the same, bro, sis, whatever. It's going to stay the same. How you get the courage to say the things you said? Because I'm led. And I have understanding now. Serving Elohim makes you bold. Serving Elohim makes you bold. That's real. Read the book of Judges. How he used Deborah to overcome the war she went through with Israel. Conquered it. Took courage. A woman. When you have courage at work and you saying and doing things that nobody else would be able to say because they were scared or nervous, walking on air, they thought they were going to lose their job, they put their faith in their job, and here you come out of nowhere saying things that need to be said, doing things that need to be done. And these are right things that need to be said and done. But when they're said and done, it's like an eye opening all of a sudden at the place, and people begin to hate the person of courage. We got to get this person out of here. They too bold. Yeah, they coming correct, but they just too bold. They just too full of courage. It's messing up the environment. We want the environment to stay where it's at. We like to complain. We like to boast. We like to feed off on each other's shenanigans. I like coming in every time I work and this this and that, and she this, he calling up, he that, yakka that, and the next manager come in on they shift doing the same thing. I'm getting sick of this, mother this and mother that, and yakka that. The next person come on they shift. Why they always gotta leave before me? And I'm tired of people calling off and I mean the same thing over and over. And then here you come. Hey, look. I don't think it's best that y'all as leaders keep nagging like that, because the crew see this, and you all supposed to be the foundation of the place. And if you as the foundation of the place, leaders, keep doing what you're doing and saying the things you're saying, these people are not going to be enthused to work. They're going to get discombobulated and say, look, the head acting like the tail. I'm not coming in to monitor here this shenanigan. They keep talking about they working harder than everybody. Every time they come in, they working the hardest. They working the hardest. They working the hardest. Well, what the heck am I at? What am I doing? Why you looking over my duties? If every time manager come in, they keep saying they tired of working hard because people calling off and yada yada this, it don't look or sound right. Because you make the team look horrible. The manager, the boss at AT&T or T-Mobile, whatever, coming in drunk all the time, scummy, smelling like marijuana. What is his employees gonna think of him? And they smoke weed too. He coming in drunk and smelling like, hey, man, I'm out of town, man, I'll be in the back. What? Oh, okay. Let me go light up then when I go and take my break. He's reaping. You gonna come out and say, hey, man, why y'all smoking weed? Y'all can't be doing that. Y'all can't be going on break smoking weed. Smell like weed in here. It's because of you. Oh, me, I was just around my girl. I was just around my friends. Yeah, I don't smoke. Oh, man, please. So if you doing what you're doing and you letting your crew, your employees see it, don't expect to have a strong team. Don't expect that. And then when another employee who you just hired come in and see the shenanigan going on, decide to say, hey, what's going on? Look, I don't think that's cool. What's going on? Please just say, you the manager, man. What's going on? You smoking weed and you tell me what doing the manager. Well, act like it. Act like it. Titles don't mean nothing if the person can't control their title. If you supposed to be out there as the leader, then do what you got to do. Not what you want to do, but do what you supposed to do. You got to complain about anything that's go in the back, go in your car, stay home and complain. But when you come and suit up and boot up so you can stand strong and be full of courageous and do the right thing by leading your team. Because if you don't, you got to watch out. Somebody going to be courageous enough to take over and you ain't going to like it. Hallelujah. You're not going to like it. So shape up or shape out. I was watching Shaka Zulu. And one of the kings died, and instead of giving his son Shaka the position to take leadership of the Zulu, the Shaka father gave it to some other dude, and he was totally weak. But he did it out of spite because he didn't want his son to have it, because he knew if his son took control of the clan, of the tribe, of Zulu, he was going to do his thing. So he went on then king and took this weak dude and go and throw him out there and gave him king. And if he gave him king, then everybody got to respect the king, right? So this weak dude, he knew he didn't earn it or deserve the position, but whatever. So he's standing up there, yeah, he the king, y'all, he the king. He's standing up there looking, and then Shaka came out of nowhere. Because he knew what was going on, but before the end, he was already preparing himself to take over. So Shaka came in, and he seen the dude up there, so he making his own way up there to the throne. So the point is, he had the dude up there, the weak dude as king, say, kill this dude. He's this and he's that and the other. I want you to kill him. Since you the king, I want you to kill him. And he was scared. He didn't want to do it. Shaka say, do it. So he like scared, and he supposed to be the king. But he went on to listen to Shaka, who's not the king yet. But he went on to kill dude because Shaka said do it, and he killed him. So Shaka said, oh, okay, yeah, such and such. kill him, the king. Because if I could come in and tell you to do something, and you the king, and you weak, and you gonna do it anyway, then you need to be killed. You need to get out of there. Oh, he told dude killed that weak king, got him out of there. He took over. He became Shaka of the Zulu. He took over because he knew he deserved it anyway. You know what I'm saying? His father was the king, so he's supposed to get it. But like I said, he didn't give it to him because his father was so jealous and so hateful of his own son. He did that on purpose and gave it to the weak punk. So Shaka came in and got him out of there and took over and became king. And see, this what I'm talking about, leadership at jobs and places that's, these people are weak. They don't have no courage. But the next person that see what's going on, see this person is weak and they got it, they going to take over. They going to warn you. They going to give you a heads up and let you know where you're slipping at. And if you sit up here as the leader, keep saying, I don't care, I'm going to do it, I don't care, I hear you, but I don't hear you, get out of here, I'm trying to tell you, there's a God. There's a God. You think that this going to continue? Not at all. God going to clean it up and get rid of the shenanigans so-called leaders and put some people put some folk in there who has courage. Like I tell you about the brother who was scraping on the wall with the toothbrush. Everybody came to him for wisdom. They're going to put someone like him on top. I told you in my last video about the chosen one. Yahweh he would choose the foolish things of the world to shame the wise of the world. Listen to these messages, people. Clean up, shape up, or shape out. It's going to happen eventually if you continue to live in your shenanigans. You continue to live in your shenanigans. And then another thing, when someone see a shenanigan, wicked leader, see someone that's full of courage, got the audacity to try to set them up for failure. That's another thing. So if you see someone that's of good, that's of righteousness, that's full of courage, instead of you taking it to heart and being blessed for and thanking God that this person has been brought to your way to help you out, and you take that and say, oh no, I ain't looking at that as a blessing, I'm gonna look at that as something evil because I want my position, I'm gonna have this person killed. Shame on you, because you're going to reap what you sow. You're going to seek judgment because God is doing this. God is sending people. And when you shun them off, you're going to get judgment put upon you. And it's not going to be nothing nice. You're going to wonder why you had a stroke. You're going to wonder why you got boils on you. You're going to wonder why you got abscess growing in your face, growing in your legs, growing in your vagina, growing on your genitals and stuff like that. You're going to wonder why these things are happening. And then if it slightly come upon you with a slight thought, you're going to still be so hard-hearted. I don't care. Man, that may be the reason, but I don't care. I don't want to see this person on top. I go to my grave like this. I don't want to see that person take my crown, take my position. Too courage. We got to get this person out of here because I don't have the courage, but I just want my position. I like complaining. I like it. I like it. I like it. You got to watch out. King Herod had all the babies from newborns to 2 years old murdered because he got the word that there's a baby who's going to become king. He was so hateful. He run about a baby taking his crown. Kill them all. That's how he said it. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill them all. Kill all the babies. I don't care. He's worrying about a baby taking his crown. Now, say it is true. These babies out here, somebody's gonna be your king, queen, or whatever, and you almost finna kick the bucket anyway. Why is you worrying about a baby finna become king, taking your position? By the time the baby get older, you gonna be dead and gone. But I'm just saying, though. In a physical, really speaking. That's how much hate he had about this king. Because he didn't want his position taken. He didn't want his crown taken. So he said kill all the babies up to 2 years old. What? It's real, y'all. It's real. This is happening even today. If you got courage, you got it for a reason. Do everything in love. That's a plus. You're not even using it in the wrong matters. You're doing it in love. You're doing it for the right reason. Somebody doing something wrong, pull them to the side and let them know what they're doing wrong, whether they want to hear it or not. You are led to shape up things. If you was not led, you wouldn't be doing it. Man, why am I here? Why am I in this mess? You here to shape it up. That's why you're there. See, the thing is, people feel they sense why they're there, but they don't want to do it. They scared. People used to ask me years ago when I was working at this drug program. Years ago, before I even realized I was led to shape this program up. I was like 22 years old working at this place. They used to always say, we don't have Bibles laying around here. You can't speak like that around. And I did it anyway. They hated me. They hated me. I was so tired one day. I nodded off at the desk. I was like, nodded off. I remember I felt it. I was like, and the manager who hated me was just looking at me. And I kid you not, she literally ran. I seen, I was like, oh, whew. And she ran. And I didn't know what I was so nervous about how she ran. I got up. I'm like, is she okay? But she had the door closed. When I went to go look, she had the door closed. And I'm like, oh, okay, well, maybe. I don't know. I didn't get it. But when she came out, she didn't say nothing to me. I ain't say nothing to her. But I ended up getting a phone call from someone who worked at the union. And they was telling me that she was reporting on me about me sleeping on a job. And I was like, what? You know, this was my first job, like first major job. So I'm getting up 4-something in the morning because of my son. I got to take him to the babysitting. I'm staying way out to take 2 hours almost to get to the place. So whatever. I'm tired. I'm sleeping a little bit. And then like I was just had a pillow and I'm just doing this. I was like kind of nodding off. And she saw me. I guess I might have like been like this or whatever. And I kind of woke up or whatever. And I seen her. She, boom. I'm like, whoa. And then come to find out she was breaking her neck to get me fired. I didn't get fired, you know, but they was telling me, they was like, they got so tired of her complaining about me. They knew what she was doing. They purposely didn't do nothing. I didn't get nothing about no reports. I was getting all the hearing from a personal ally that I knew that worked for the union. And so he was telling me everything that she was doing because she hated me. I stayed. I was praying to God and stuff like that and doing the right thing, teaching the word. And you know, I'm 22 doing this. And 22 or 23 doing this. But she didn't get her way. So she resigned. She resigned. And that was why. She resigned. She said, well, if Miss Such and Such going to be there, I'm not going to be there. What's the problem? She just sleep and she always around there talking about God. We keep telling her to stop laying Bibles around. It was like, well, go then. I was there every day. I was on time. You know, I might have been a little exhausted at time, but still, I didn't do nothing wrong. It was the teaching I was doing. It was the environment was different because of my light that God put upon this place. Because when I got there, I felt the darkness. I felt the shenanigan going on in there. And when I got there, one part of the shenanigan, I was different. And she didn't like that. When I got the position, she was trying to tell me why I shouldn't even took it in the first place. And then I thought about it because I wasn't finna take it. I was like, whoa, hold on. And then when I took the time out, she said, you can go think about it. Go think about it. And when I thought about it, no, you got to pay rent and think about it. If it's like that, then why is she here? So I came back and like, I'll take it. And she was like, I ain't gonna never forget it. She was like, so, and I was like, yeah, I'll take it. She was like, I was like, oh, damn, look how she mad. Then that was it. She been mad at me ever since reporting. I told her she ran to go call. They was like, she resigned. But see, this is what I'm talking about. I was at that place for 9 years. I was at other places, but I was at the company for 9 years. That was my first position. And from there, I was there 9.5 years. So I decided to leave to go to Atlanta. Now I'm at another place, same thing. When I came in, I see the darkness, I see the shenanigan, and I'm here, God this, God that, and then they like, we ain't trying to hear that. Ooh, she got cursed, she getting on my nerves. And boom, that's how it is. You can't say you serve God and then when you're put to help people, first thing you say, oh, well, I'm not going to do all that because, they may not like to hear that. And I need to keep my job. I got to pay bills. I'm hoping they can give me 2 hours. I'm hoping I can get a raise. They may not do all that for me because they may not like me saying and doing all that, So I'm going to just do what the job say do. I'm going to go by the book. And, I don't want them talking about me and they end up plotting to fire me. And I don't like all that. So I'm just going to just do my job and say my little scriptures to myself. No, God said don't be selfish about it. If I say go and teach, that's what you're going to do. Because if you don't do it, then I'm going to take my spirit away from you. You're not worthy. You're not worthy. I leave you just like them, wondering and stressing. He said, serve him makes you bold. Go out there and teach. I will be your provider. I'm the provision. That's why you're working. You're working so, you can get the things you need. But your purpose is to teach his laws. You're not understanding. Your purpose is to teach God's law if you are chosen. I don't care what job you have. They could be making 15, you making 12 or 11. You gonna come out seeming as if you making more money than them because you serving God and he's providing along the way. So it's not about, man, I need to make 20 like acting like them. Man, I know I'm here. I know God made me a purpose here, but they making more than me. I need to be making more too. Hold on. You're there for a purpose. If you making it with whatever he assigned you don't get on that bandwagon with them complaining. Don't get on the bandwagon complaining about money. You do what you do what you're led to do, and let God work everything else out. Now, if he uses the money thing as an example because they don't appreciate your presence, when you putting in your work and you doing what you're doing, God will make it a way where they will probably come to you and ask you for a raise. They will probably come to you, man, you want a raise? We can do it if you stay, or if you do this action, we'll give you a raise, and you never know. But what I'm just saying, just hold out. Don't start acting like them. You could be reasonable in a different way, but don't get on the bandwagon with them, because by the end of the day, your purpose is to teach them, lead them, help them, pray for them, help turn their lives around. And you can go back home and say, well, thank you, Lord, for leading and guiding me and protecting me. And also, thank you, Lord, for providing my needs. I can go home and eat. I can go home and relax and rest while they still stressed. And they making more money than you. Hallelujah. Be full of courageous. 1 Corinthians 16:13 and 14. Be on your guard. Stand firm in the faith. Be courageous. Be strong. Do everything in love. You do what you do and you got that trail back there, can't nobody say anything wrong about you. If anybody say anything wrong about you, they lying. And if they lying on his anointed one, they going to get struck. Keziah Harkadashi coming at you. Stay firm in faith. Be full of courageous. Ahava.